Hi, Libra-Scorpio. Welcome in to your timeless astrology tarot reading. I thank you guys so much for being here, for tuning in with me. Hey, Solar Moon, good to see you. Hey, Queen. Hey, Angela. All right, make sure you guys chime in on the poll. I'd love to see where you land. For those of you that watch the Libra Scorpio readings, are you before the cusp of drama and criticism? Are you on it? Are you after it? Are you cross-watching? I really would be interested to know, so make sure you let me know as you come in the live chat on that poll. All right, thank you guys so very much. And I'm excited to get into this energy with you all. We had a very beautiful session there for YouTube members. We do a members meditation before every public live here on my channel. If you're interested in joining us, you can join the YouTube channel at the link in the description box below. Okay. The members only live streams are available to prickles and higher, which I found out is the proper name for a thorn. And that really tickled me for like a couple minutes. I'm not going to lie. Prickles is just a hilarious word for me. So it made sense and it flows with petals. So make sure you guys check that out. There will be an extended posted on Patreon, and I am super excited to announce y'all, okay, that I am working on making all of the extendeds that we've done thus far and those to come available for one-time purchase. For those of you that maybe don't want to fully commit to the monthly membership, but do want to maybe time in or tune into the extendeds that really call to you. So it is going to be a bit of an overhaul because there's a little bit of a thing with Patreon, but I'm working on that, y'all. So every extended from here on out will have that option to be purchased for one time, like to purchase access to that post. And I believe you'll always have access to that post for that purchase, so it doesn't expire or anything like that. And then I will make a larger announcement or a bigger announcement when all of the extendeds and pretty much all of the Patreon content, honestly, has that ability to be purchased for that one time, okay? So I'm excited about that. Patreon is making some really cool adjustments and changes and updates and evolving really nicely. So we are going to grow and evolve with it, okay? I appreciate all of my members on YouTube and Patreon. If you've ever been a member on YouTube and Patreon tuning in, thank you guys so very much. I really do appreciate and love you all. And even if not, even if you've considered it, even if you never considered it, all right? I thank you for being here. So let's get into it, Libra Scorpio. I feel like I was kind of trying to wait for the moment for when to bring up what we talked about in the members meditation, but I kind of feel like this energy might be a little separate and a little different. So I'm going to just flow with that, all right? You got cardinal energy out here, which could feel like aces, right? So Aries, Cancer, Libra, and Capricorn. Instigation, bravery, and a pioneering spirit is what cardinal energy brings. Now, we do have Mars in a cardinal energy, and it's a little bit of what we were talking about in the members meditation, right? Collectively, yeah, there are some challenges. Mars doesn't necessarily like to be in Cancer, but it is, okay? And it's currently going to square the lunar nodes, so it's really going to put a lot of pressure on, are you doing what you say you want to do? Are you in alignment? Are you still holding on to things that you know you need to let go of? Are you still letting fear or doubt or worry hold you back? You know, have you changed? How have you changed? What does that mean for how you show up in the world? Like all those kind of larger questions, overarching themes within life could be super relevant or be brought up by different challenges here, but they're challenges and squares in order to kind of provoke you into shift and change, okay? So yes, you might be dealing with a challenging situation or a mountain to climb, okay? And then you've got the 6th house. It could revolve around your routine. So maybe there's something in your day-to-day routine that needs to change. You know it. Maybe it's, I got to get up earlier. I got to go to bed later. I need to get in my 30 to 45 minutes of exercise. I need to find something creative to do. I need an outlet. I got to get outside. I need to stay inside, right? Like it's going to vary. It's gonna vary, but anything that is challenging you, finding some sort of holistic day-to-day routine that kind of checks off all the boxes that you need it to in order for you to feel cared for, because it does, again, cardinal energy, Aries, that's that lunar north node. It's about you, and it's okay to make it about you, and that's fine. Everybody should be focusing in on themselves as much as possible right now, and that could trigger a lot of fear, that could trigger a lot of trauma, that could trigger that feeling of selfishness. Okay, it's not selfish to focus on yourself, it's almost supported right now, okay, because your health and establishing a healthy foundation and a practical approach to your life, and again, within the realm of practicality, there is a lot of creativity, there's a lot of things that you can shift, but it almost feels like some of you are being tasked with looking at, like, what are my needs? What systems do I have in place to meet those needs? If there are voids or no systems at all, how do I create them? Aces, right? Some of you maybe are in the Fool energy. Maybe something has ended recently. Maybe something's about to end, or you feel an ending coming in a situation and your mind is already picking up on ideas and inspiration on what to do next. Give yourself a little bit of grace. Try not to rush that process, okay? Try not to get to that outcome or get to those ideas too soon. Let them develop. But there needs to be a more grounded sense here, Libra-Scorpio, around how to actually put in practice your ideals for your life or for who you are. How do you show up as that person? So it's, and I feel like it could bring up some, as it will for the collective, right? So you're not alone in this, but it's going to bring up some mother wounds. It's going to bring up some nurturing wounds if you have them. Again, if you don't, I said that to my members. If you don't, that's wonderful. Okay? Many of us do. But it's going to bring that up because what it's trying to reflect back to you is how you're either perpetuating a soul cycle or a karmic cycle or some sort of block. How you're carrying that on by treating yourself in a certain way or not believing in yourself or not trusting yourself or depending on others too much, especially with Libra in the South Node. A lot of that is going to come up to the surface, and it's going to be very, very clear and very loud as to what has to end and what needs to begin. And there's almost going to need to be some sort of courage and bravery. I feel that with the cardinal energy. Cardinal energy is like facing the unknown, investigative, a beginner mindset. It's okay that I don't know everything. It's okay that this might not be perfect the first time around. It's okay if I got to make tweaks and adjustments down the road, but start, but do, but go. You know what I mean? Kind of like that type of vibe. At the bottom of the deck, you got the moon. So yeah, paying attention to the moon and the lunar node shift, which will shift in 2025. North node moving into Pisces, South node moving into Virgo, 6th house, okay? So it's almost like Spirit is trying to prepare you, Libra Scorpio specifically, for all the changes that are about to come. Again, the cardinal energies for me are aces. So you are either about to be in the Fooled or you're currently either in the World energy. Yeah, there's a couple different timelines. You're currently either in the World energy, haven't gotten to the Fool, haven't really kind of let that old cycle go, but you're just kind of wrapping up those loose ends. Others of you are in the Fool, open-hearted, open-minded, going your own path, doing your own thing, waiting for these aces to come. Some of you are moving into the Magician. These aces are here. And now it's time to create the reality that feels best fitted for you. Okay, so there's a lot of power in your hands right now. A lot of power in your hands right now, okay? Now, this could just signal that there is going to be some sort of shift and change in something that you are very comfortable with as a part of your day-to-day routine that will kind of put you in a bit of a challenged position to have to reestablish some sort of foundation for yourself. So almost like a little reset. Move this deck over here. So let's talk about this reset. What's going on with this cardinal energy? Why is cardinal energy important? The Eight of Swords, right? It's to get you out of some sort of thought pattern. So what this feels like is Spirit had to step in because you weren't going to do it. Or you were having the hardest time seeing it. So some sort of change, some sort of shift had to happen so that you could see something for what it truly was, or be in alignment, like I said, cardinals are aces, for this Ace of Pentacles. So Capricorn energy. Clarify the Eight of Swords. The world. Did I not say? There you go. All right. Four of Pentacles. Yeah. So like I said, some of you are in the world energy. Maybe majority of you are in that world position. Maybe you don't even know that you're at the world. So it's something unexpected could definitely happen, okay? So just keep that in mind. Not to scare you. It is in alignment. Embrace it as much as possible, okay? And I even think if this change or this shift hasn't happened yet, you're going to know that it's aligned. Even if it hurts, even if it sucks, even if it's like, dang, that's not what I wanted, you know, whatever the case may be. I think your higher self is going to be like, we knew this was going to end eventually. It was only a matter of time, possibly, okay? What we'll also say is that this change, whatever's putting you in the position to be brave, is a part of a growth lesson for you, okay? It is universally supported as well. So clarify this Eight of Swords in the world. Thank you. And the Four of Swords. Exactly. That's what I mean. I think you're going to have peace of mind around these shifts and changes. You're kind of going to know, almost like you're going to know what time it is when this happens, if it hasn't happened already. Some of you absolutely, again, know that something needs to end and you're being pressed upon spiritually to make that shift or make that ending, do that thing. And there's the Fool. Come on now. Those were the distinct timelines I felt. Let's talk about this square. What's challenging Libra-Scorpio right now? Okay. The Queen of Pentacles. Okay. So this could bring about challenges to your stability, Libra-Scorpio. This could also be challenging your sense of self-worth. Don't undervalue your gifts, your talents, and your skills. Okay, that's a hard lesson to learn sometimes. Sometimes it's uncomfortable to ask for what you know you're worth, or ask for what you know you deserve, okay? And then you've got the Hermit that just flipped out in reverse. Okay, that would tell me that there might be too much focus on the material and not enough focus on the soul here, Libra Scorpio. And the Knight of Pentacles, yeah. Something about this energy feels like 2 steps back to take like 5 steps forward. Maybe there's a need to spend some time. Yeah, there's a need to spend some time, and or your soul already knows. I don't know why I'm not really getting this Hermit in reverse as something negative. It almost feels like there's really no need to sit on it. There's no need to truly meditate. It's like your spirit knows. You know, Four of Swords. You are, oh, some of you know what to do. Some of you have been in this position before. Here's that Ace of Pentacles again. You know exactly what to do. Or maybe you now know what you want to invest in. Now you know what's worth your time. Maybe it took a while for you to figure that out. And that's okay. I mean, that's absolutely normal, very human, okay? So don't put too much pressure on yourself here. I do get that. Maybe you're a little harsh on yourself right now, Libra Scorpio. Stressing yourself out isn't going to do anything. Yeah, you got the Wheel of Fortune. Look how beautiful that card is. The Wheel of Fortune. Something was fortunate. Almost like a karmic scale has balanced or is about to balance. You got the Knight of Wands here for the 6th house. Yeah, something about your day-to-day routine needs to be a bit more instinctual. Natural, I'll even say. So maybe this isn't necessarily... how could I say that? Maybe where the focus needs to be right now, Libra-Scorpio, is what instinctively feels good. Right? Like almost I want to say, and that could be kind of tricky because Mars is in that Cancer energy. Like don't force anything that doesn't feel right. Like I almost feel like this wouldn't be the time to like muscle through it. And it's uncomfortable, I don't like it, but I'm just gonna do it. I would maybe say no. If you can avoid it at all. Sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. I understand, right? But the Knight of Wands is a very instinct-driven energy. I almost feel like something just naturally comes, naturally unfolds. It's like, let's say you find more time in your day because something in your work has shifted, okay? And with that downtime, you naturally pick up the book that you've been meaning to read, but didn't have time or were too tired to, or you naturally start drawing again, or you pick up certain things that just flow with you. It's like, pay attention to that. Here's the Wheel of Fortune out here again. Pay attention to it, because that's almost like the direction you need to head into. It's trying to tell you where you need to go or where you need to plant that pentacle, that Ace of Pentacles that keeps coming out. And I would also say with the Mars energy in Cancer, it's going to be a big theme for the next few months because it will be doing a retrograde. Logic over emotion, right? With that Queen of Swords. It's almost like that's going to be the battle for some of you guys. That's going to be the battle. Where you want to be very emotionally driven, you're going to have to choose logic, the Knight of Swords. Where you're maybe more logically driven, you might have to choose your emotions, how it feels. And there's that third timeline I was picking up on. So we've seen the World, we've seen the Fool, and here's now the Magician. All right, let's connect these energies. What's going on between Cardinal and this square? The Three of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. Yeah, no longer working on things or towards things in connection with things that really don't satisfy you. Talk about satisfaction. You got the Nine of Cups at the bottom. And the Moon says satisfy your emotional needs. Nurture yourself and others. Nurturing yourself through what you're passionate about right now can really go a long way. Some of you might be realizing that there's been a shift in your passions. Maybe there's something that you were once very passionate about, you no longer have that fire for. Again, don't force it. I wouldn't force it. I feel like some of you are done giving your time, energy, emotions to situations that haven't materialized, or you now know or will become aware won't materialize for various reasons, okay? But I feel a certain level of like something's final. Like it's a knowing, not a feeling, it's a knowing. Okay, clarify this square, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in the extended. Clarify this square. Yeah, there we go. We've got Temperance and the Page of Wands. Exactly. So your creativity and your patience could be tested. Again, that's kind of where your focus is going to be for the next few weeks, I can feel. Knight of Wands, Knight of Swords around the Wheel of Fortune for your 6th house. How to establish a foundation. It really is unique to you. It almost feels like the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Wands would be encouraging you to break out of a mold that you've put yourself in, or to go based off you and not other people. Wands being spirit energy, swords being mental energy. Getting your mind and your spirit on the same page. Trusting your ability to think on your feet or to act from an authentic space. And if that is something that you don't trust within yourself, that's your work right now. Especially while Mars is doing its dance with Cancer and Leo energies through April 2025. Okay? Alrighty, my little blues. Okay. We're going to dig deeper. We're going to pull some more behind the moon energy to see what other astrological influences might be significant for you. We'll also pull some more tarot. You got the Empress at the bottom. We'll see what's going on with this Empress and the moon energy and what you need to know about it. Again, in the extended over on Patreon, it will be a live reading that will also now be available for a one-time purchase if you're interested. If you don't want to do the membership, but this resonated with you and you want to see more, that link to Patreon is in the description box below. Again, make sure you check out the YouTube memberships if you want to hang out with us prior to all of the public live tarot readings here on the channel. And especially for other perks, I do other readings for YouTube members that aren't on Patreon. So a lot of different options there. Check it out. But even if I don't see you on the membership platforms, make sure you hit that thumbs up. You're at least subscribed here on YouTube. I'd love to have you as a member of our soul tribe, our growing soul tribe at that. Thank you guys so much for those subscriptions. I really do appreciate it. And let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I love to talk to you guys there. And I'll see you all in our next one, all right? Thank you again, Queen. Thank you, Angela. Thank you, Solar Moon, for being here in the live chat. Thank you to anybody else tuning in here live, all right? I'll catch y'all soon. Namaste.